I was asked to share, to make us understand the Great Commission from the Old Testament to the New Testament. You know, when God created man, the first man, that is Adam and Eve, He created a pure man, psychologically, spiritually, mentally, socially. After he fell down, he became a sinner. This is where Great Commission begins. God is preparing the first 5 books of Moses. God prepares Moses to go and bring the Israelites from Egypt. Every other great man you can read in the Bible, they have been commissioned, whether it is Noah. Noah was a preacher of righteousness because man had failed into sin. And now God is looking for a way to restore man back to the relationship for which He created him for. And that's why He begins. The Old Testament is a shadow of the things to come in the New Testament. But the New Testament is a reality. So everything you see in the Old Testament is a picture of what we see coming to pass in the New Testament. We see Moses, a great preacher, and God raises to preach to the people and to bring them out of the land of captivity to the land of God, that which He promised to His people. Now, there are several others, but I want to read a few scriptures from Psalms 109, verse 13, verse number 14, and verse number 16. 3 verses. Psalms 139, verse 13, verse 14, and verse 16. The English version, the Bible from the English version. You created every part of me. You put me together in my mother's womb. Verse number 14. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. Verse number 16. You saw me before I was born and censured each day of my life before I began to breathe. Every day was recorded in your book. Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we thank you. As I stand before the congregation of your people, use me as your mouthpiece. Speak to us tonight. Minister to us. Open our eyes. Open our ears. Open us our understanding. That at the end of the day, glory and honor returns to you. In Jesus' name I pray with thanksgiving. Everybody say amen. Amen. Now, I want to give you points, 4 unpredictable facts about you and me. 4 unpredictable facts about you and me. Number 1, I am not an accident, which means you and me, we are not an accident. God created me. I am His workmanship. Nothing about me is an accident, actually. God created us for a reason. He knew a time like this that we shall be gathered in Dr. Sakine Auditorium this night. It is not by accident that we are gathered here today. It is not. In Psalms verse 13 you say, you created every part of me. You put me together in my mother's womb. You are not an accident in Kingston University. Whether you are coming from which part of this country, you are not an accident. God so planned that a time like this one, you here, you will be running here, you will be a man and a woman of God, whom God has called from sin. This is a universal calling. And now He's preparing you for a greater ministry ahead of you. Because He has called you the first calling, a universal calling. The second calling now He may be calling you into a specific calling in ministry. That's why some of you will be great evangelists. You will be serving Kenya. Some of you will be great pastors. Some of you will be great apostles. Some of you will be great intercessors. Some of you will be great prophets. You will be serving God in the house. Wherever you shall be after your graduation, God will scatter you all over Kenya. And some of you will go be outside Kenya. You will be serving Him where He has planned you to be. In Kisii University, it's a time of preparation. God is preparing you for a great task ahead of you. It's beginning from this small one here. The Bible says, it begins with small things, and tomorrow the small things will be greater things. Do not despise the days of smaller beginnings. He has begun right now. I want you to know that you are not an accident. You are within the plan of God. Number two, I am unique. I am unique. There is not anybody in the world like me. There has never been, and there will never be somebody like me. When God met you, He broke the mold. God does not create a carbon copies. I am unique. If you were to search the whole world, you couldn't find two people who had the same footprints or fingerprints or face. God wants you to know you are special. I want you brothers and sisters to realize God never created a nobody. He created somebody unique in His own image and likeness. In other words, you resemble Him. God is spirit, and He created man to be a spirit being. He has a soul, and He lives in a body. The body is a human encasement which carries you, but you are a soul, a spirit. You have a soul. This is where your emotions are. This is where you make judgments. This is where you make decisions within your soul. The soul is never safe, but is brought under subjection, or it is renewed. The Bible says in Romans chapter 12, verse number 2, do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So the soul is always renewed, but it's not born again. But when you say you are born again, it is your spirit which is born again. It is submerged in the Spirit of God, and then you become like Him. So we are the image of God. We are the likeness of God. Never should you despise yourself any other time. Went in Kisii University. Never should you allow anybody to despise you. Paul tells Timothy, let no one despise you because of your youth. God from time memorial has a heart for young people. I write to you young men because you are strong. I write to you young men because you have overcome the evil one. Young men are always strong. They can go where the elderly person cannot go. I remember way back in 1978 when I gave my life to the Lord. I was in class 6. Later on, I loved the decision that I made when I joined the high school. I just continued like that. When I continued studying, I never changed my mind. I continued like that. I had a fire within me. I had a zeal within me. And God added the knowledge. Like now you are here. Most of you have got a zeal to serve the Lord. And the Lord is giving you the knowledge to serve Him. Zeal with knowledge. Praise the name of the Lord. The Lord is able to keep you. You will not fall. If He has kept me from way 1978 when I name of the Lord. Number 3, I am wonderfully complex. In Psalms 139, verse 14, thank you for making me to be wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. The fact is, you are such a complex that you are a mysterious to yourselves. Have you ever acted in a certain way that's surprised you? Have you ever said something and later thought, what was I thinking when I said that? Have you ever felt a certain way and later thought, why do I feel this way? What is happening to me? We are mysterious to ourselves. Have you ever been in a group and everybody reacted one way to a circumstance and you found yourself reacting in the extra opposite, exact opposite way to everyone else in the group? Inside you are thinking, what is wrong with me? There is nothing wrong with you. You are just unique and you are complex. Every one of us has been created uniquely, that we may serve God in a unique way. God is expecting you to be a blessing back to your family. You give back after college, after university. Give back to your family. Give back to your community. Give back to the country called Kenya. You know, many of the people who have been spoiled are young people who are educated from our universities in this country. You hear some people have gone to join Al-Shabaab group, already from this land, from Kisii. You saw on the newspapers last time, she left to Somalia. She graduated from Masinde Muliro University. Somebody like you have been given an opportunity to run in a university like this one, a national university. And then much is expected from you because you are unique. When you get back, other young people who never had an opportunity to go to university, they never married, they expect much from you. The whole elderly people from where you are coming from, they expect much from you. The church from where you are coming from, they expect much from you. The community where you are coming from, they expect much from you. And apart from your family, your mom and dad, your siblings, they expect much from you. Having had an opportunity to go to the university. There are many people who have been wanting to go to university. It has never been possible to them. But to you, my brother, but to you, my sister, make use of this opportunity. And God will judge us on how we used the time He gave us while in the university. I remember one time we had gone to Nakuru to preach to the students in the Egerton University. While in Grimohon, I remember the verse we read in that Grimohon. There's a balcony, and people were getting saved. Learning, coming from up, coming down. I met some of them recently. One of them is a tutor here in this institution. I met him in town. And he was reminding me, do you remember where we met? I said, no, I cannot remember. You came to preach to us in Egerton University those many years ago. I want to tell you, my brothers, that you are complex. Never should you waste your time. You hear many others are killing one another by axing one another. You heard what happened in Eldoret. This is a university student who was axed to death. Alipigwa soka na akakufa. Hii mambo ya soka kwa university yake kabisa ipotelee bali. Bwana sifiwe. Kama ni ndoa sioe tu, nani anakataza usioe? Kwa nini soka? Kwa nini panga? Kwa nini kuoa? Another time we heard from Kisii University, ati mtu wa bodaboda amekuja kuoa mwanafunzi wa university, akina dada wetu ambaye wako hapa. Wewe usipeane mwili wako kwa mtu yoyote, hata mpita njia. Hata watu wengine hata wajui kuoga. Wewe umesoma sana, unajua usafi ni mzuri, na unapeana mwili wako kwa nini? Kwa sababu ya pesa ya bodaboda? Potelea mbali. Your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. Wakati ukioa ukifika, wewe huwa tu kwa njia ambayo ya heshima kanisani, na utaheshimika kama mtumishi wa Mungu. Sema amina kwa hili. Number 4, I was created for a purpose. God created us for a purpose, not for nothing. In Psalms 139 verse number 16, you saw me before I was born and searched each day of my life before I began to breathe. Every day was recorded in your book. You are not here by accident. You are not just taking up space. God meant you for a purpose. You were planned before birth. God purposefully, personally, orderly planned and designed your life. He secured each day of your life. The things that happened each of your life are not an accident. They were planned by God. Some good things happen to you. This is not an accident. And even some of the bad things happen to you. They are not an accident to God and even to you. This is a plan. Some of the bad things that happen to us, they help us to mature. They help us to depend on God. They help us to focus on Him and Him alone. Najua ile kanisa ya Yerusalemu, they were living in comfort zones. The Bible says watu waliuza masamba, wengine wakauza nyumba, wakaleta pesa yote kwa miguu ya mitume. And then they were in their comfort zones, wakapendana zaidi. Na Mungu alitaka kanisa liongezeke, na akaleta persecution. It is God who allowed persecution. Some of these things are allowed by God. You can cast off the castables, loose off the loosables, nothing will happen, because this is the will of God, that you may grow and mature. Najua hapo mtu wewe sema amen. Hallelujah. So God allowed persecution to the church. The church was persecuted. The brethren suffered. Some were nailed on the cross. Wengine vichwa vyao vikaangalia chini, wakasulubishwa hapo hapo. Na wengine wakakatwa vichwa, wengine wakawekwa gerezani kwa sababu ya Injili. As the church brethren was scattered all over, this is how the church multiplied. Walipopote walienda, walianzisha kanisa, na kanisa likaanza hapo, wakahubiri through persecution. This evangelism week, we should also realize that persecution is part of what a tool that God uses to spread His word. Wakati mmoja Mungu akauliza Shetani, je, unamjua mtumishi wangu Ayubu? Akasema, kwa sababu umemsingira, kwa sababu wewe umemlinda na kumtetea. Akasema, leo nimetoa hiyo roho yangu, nimechenga kando yake, nenda ukamguse, lakini usiguse roho yake. Akagusa mwili, akagusa watoto, akagusa mali yote alikuwa nayo, yakapotea. Unajua, it is God who allowed the devil to touch Job. Some of these things that happen to us, they are bad ones. Inatutoa machozi. God allows them. If God does not allow them, the devil has no power to touch any of us. If God has not allowed the devil to touch us, why does God allow such things to happen? To help us mature, to help us grow, to help us depend on God, to help us rise up and focus on God and God alone. Hallelujah. Amen. Persecution is a tool God uses for evangelism. What I was formed to have a relationship with God. In Ephesians chapter 1, verse number 4 to number 5, New Living Translation. Even before he made the world, God loved us and chose us in Christ. God decided to adopt us into his own family through Jesus Christ. This gave him great pleasure. God wants to have a relationship with you. He is yearning for a fellowship with you. My brother, my sister, the first priority that you can ever have is to position God number one in your life. Other things can come second. I also train pastors in a theological college or in a Bible college. This is what we normally tell pastors. The first priority is our relationship with God. The second priority is your relationship with your spouse. The third relationship is, the third priority is your relationship with your children. And then the fourth priority is your ministry, is evangelism now. Najua mambo ya kuokoka yanaanzia nyumbani. Mama na papa na watoto. Kama nyumbani hakuna ushirika, hakuna uhusiano, basi afadhali wache mambo ya kuhubiri utaweza. Kuhubiri kamili kama mimi mchungaji. Siwezi sema ni mchungaji kama siwezi kuhubiri kutoka kwangu nyumbani. Mke wangu na watoto niwahubirie. Nitaongozaje wengine bila kuongoza wale wa nyumba yangu? Nitahubiria watoto wa kina nani kama siwezi kuhubiria watoto wangu kwanza? Nitahubiria wake wa kina nani kama mke wangu pamoja nami? This is what happened to Noah. Noah lived for 120 years. He warned nobody except his wife and children, his family alone. And Joshua said, if all of you will turn around and walk to the other side and go and worship the other gods on the other side of the river, I and my household we shall serve the Lord. God requires a personal relationship with him. Even tonight here, before you preach to anybody in an evangelistic week, before you witness to anybody, it has to begin from you. Preaching must begin from you, lest you become an hypocrite. Paul says, nisipige ngumi zangu kwa hewa na mimi niende kupotea eti nahubiria watu. Mahubiri yanatakiwa yaanze na wewe na mimi. Nijihubirie kwanza, tuhubirie watu wa familia zetu. Basi hapa tukisamaliza kutoka familia ndio tuondoke nje. If this gathering is the church that is gathering here at Dr. Sagin Auditorium, it means from where we come from, our homes, we have done the preaching, the evangelism. Jesus said in Acts chapter 1, verse number 8, when the Holy Spirit shall come upon you, you shall be my witnesses from Jerusalem, then Judea, to Samaria, then to the uttermost parts of the earth. It has to begin, brother, from Jerusalem. My sister is from Jerusalem. Never should you go to Samaria before you begin from Jerusalem. That's where you stay. Begin from your hostel, where you stay. Begin from before you go to Samaria. Begin from those whom you live with. In John 15, verse 15, from New International Version, I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends, for everything that I learned from my Father, I have made it known to you. So Jesus is calling us his friends because of intimacy, our personal relationship that we have developed with him, our walk with the Lord day by day. This makes us closer. Then he will make us to be instruments together with him. You remember, Jesus loved to go to Bethany and visit Lazarus and his two sisters. One time, Jesus enters Bethany, and one of the sisters runs to the kitchen. That And then when Martha was in the kitchen, she was annoyed. She came back to Jesus and said, Jesus, don't you care that my sister's left a lot of work with me and is sitting at your feet? And Jesus replied and said, Martha, Martha, you are troubled from many things from nothing, but Mary has chosen one thing which is good, and nobody will ever take it away from her. A personal relationship that she was developing by learning to sit at the feet of Jesus. And then, you know, Christianity does not begin by walking. Christianity begins by sitting down, and then by walking, and then by studying, and then walking. I summarize the book of Ephesians by 3 words: sitting down, and standing up, and then walking. You see, in Ephesians chapter 1 verse 3, blessed be God and the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who has blessed us with all spiritual blessings, where we are seated together with him in the heavenlies. Sitting with him, and then by standing, after doing all this, you stand. This is what Paul says. And then he speaks of walking on earth, portraying now the image of Jesus, the life of Jesus. Now that you have been sitting with him longer, he changes you inside, outside. He renews your mind. He will even change your posture. You become like him. Now when you go to the world to evangelize, when people look at you, they see Jesus from your face. They leave Jesus from behind. From the right side, they see Jesus. From the left side, they see Jesus. Then they begin to accept you even before you witness to them, because they have seen Jesus who has changed you. You'll become like him. Praise the name of the Lord. Amen. We want a change, brethren, and this change must begin with us here. He has to begin with me. He has to begin with you. And then after he has done with us, and we develop an intimacy together with him, then now majestically we can walk out without fear and say, Lord Jesus, even our life will be witnesses. Wherever we shall go, people will see the Lord glorified in our lives. You will change many lives. Number 2, I was fashioned to become like Christ. Romans chapter 8 verse 29, New Century Version. God knew them before he met the world, and he decided that they could be like his son, so that Jesus could be the firstborn of many brothers. You see, God, before he created the world, he wanted to fashion or to make us to be like his son. Whatever we do here on earth, whether by word or in deed, we want to do it to bring people to Jesus, to draw everybody to Jesus, so that me and you, we may be like him in our speech, in our thinking, in whatsoever we do. He says this in Philippians chapter 2, verse number 5. This is what he says. And let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. Though he was God, he never counted robbery to be equal with God, but he humbled himself, and he came down to earth, and he took the form of a human being. He carried the cross, even the cross of death. And the Bible says, after humility, then God gave him a name which is above every name, that in the name of Jesus, every knee shall bow, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is the Lord. If we want to change Kisii University, we want to change Kisii County and Nyamira County, God must begin with us, that we may develop a relationship with the Lord, that we may change us inside, outside. Everybody, including the administration, including everybody, your tutors here, will be trained but a life that you live down here that portrays the Son of God. In 1 John chapter 3, verse number 2, New Century Version, we know that when Christ comes again, we will be like him. Not only when he comes, but even now, before he returns the second time, we want to be like him. We want to think like him. We want to have an attitude like him. We want to talk like him. We want to carry ourselves like him. If Jesus increases us, John says, I want to decrease that he may increase in me. Let Jesus increase in you, brother, to share. Let you decrease and I decrease, that he may increase. When he decreases, people will see him. Remember when Moses went to the mountain for 40 days and nights, when he came back, Israel were not able to look at him because of the glory that was shining upon his face. And they put a kitambah, they covered his face so that they can be able to look at him. And the glory again came out and on the kitambah, and they were not able to look at him, and they say, Moses, whatever God tells you, we are ready to do it, but we were not able to look at you. When you stay with him longer, he changes you to be like him. If you read Acts chapter 3, there are these sons of Zebedee. They stayed with him for some time. And when they came out of the closet where Jesus was, the Bible says they raised a cripple. And people were wondering, they began to murmur, we know these guys, they never went to school. How comes these things are happening? And somebody told them, they are being with Jesus. This is what is making the difference. Staying with him, developing a relationship with him, having a closer fellowship with him in prayer, in studying the word, in obedience, in humility, then he will change you. You become an instrument. You will be power-packed. Wherever you walk in Kissing County, things will begin to happen, and people will wonder why, and they will discover you are with Jesus. You have developed a relationship with him. Number 4, I was made to last forever. I was made to last forever. Ephesians chapter 1, verse number 10, Living Bible. And this was his purpose. That when the time is right, he will gather us all together to be with him in Christ forever. And also you can tie this one, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse number 10. God has planned eternity in the human heart. God had planned eternity in the human heart. New Living Translation. You have an inborn instinct that longs for immortality. This is because God designed you to live for eternity. This is a quotation from Ricky Warren, The Purpose-Driven Life, page 39. It's a quotation from Ricky Warren. I repeat, you are an inborn instinct that longs for immortality. This is because God designed you to live for eternity. God has a purpose for your life here on earth, but his purpose doesn't end here. God offers you an opportunity beyond your lifetime. This is also from Ricky Warren, a quotation of his book. What is the point of life? Life is preparation for eternity. When we are living on earth, we are preparing for eternity. I like Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 10, that God has planned eternity in human hearts. In our hearts, brethren, from the very beginning, when God created the first man, and he told him, you will be like me, you will live forever. If Adam never sinned, we could be living forever and ever. 2 Corinthians 5, verse number 6, Living Bible. Every moment we spend in the actual bodies in time, spend away from our eternal home with Jesus. God wants us to live eternally. This human encasement, which is our body, gets weary. We get tired. Like now, I'm getting old. I'm not like I was. I am 55 years. But many years, I was strong and very strong and energetic. A young man. You are very strong. But our earthly bodies are growing weary. We shall wear out. But there is in the inside you, who is you, your spirit, will live eternally. You will live eternally. Think of eternity. Hallelujah. Think of eternity. Think of eternity. How should I prepare for eternity? I establish a personal relationship with God. This is how you should prepare for eternity. In John 17 verse 3. This is eternal life, that they may know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. Establish a relationship with God by receiving Christ as Lord and Savior in your life. In Romans chapter 10 verse 9, you confess with your mouth. Thank you, brother. You confess with your mouth. That's Romans chapter number 10, verse number 9. You confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from death, you will be saved. How do I prepare for eternity? I establish a personal relationship with God. And secondarily, I connect with his family, the church. Now that you have developed a personal relationship with God, you need to connect with his family, the church. In Ephesians chapter 1, verse number 4 to 5, the Living Bible, his unchanging plan has always been to adapt us into his own family by sending Jesus Christ to die for us. The whole purpose of God sending Jesus was to bring us into his family. What is God's family? The church. In 1 Timothy chapter 3:15, a New Century Version, that family is the church of the living God, the support and foundation of truth. You see, brethren, we must become sons in the family. A son has got an identity in the family, and a son has a sense of belonging in the family. We are sons, we are not servants. A servant is limited, a servant is temporal, but a son is permanent. When we received Jesus in our hearts, he began to recreate something new within us, a new life that we received. Then he adopted us into sonship. We are now born into the family of God, and we can think on how to live and how to become members and how to become ordinary members in the family of God, which is the church of Jesus Christ. In Acts chapter 2:41, those who believed were baptized and added to the church. This is the family. I establish a personal relationship with God. I get connected to God's family, the church, and the church. Yes, get connection with the church, with the brethren everywhere here and outside there. We are brothers and sisters. We will live for eternity at home. At our home, whatever is happening with the Father, the Son will take it or view it as a family business. The Son will never take it for nothing. But somebody who's temporal, a servant who's working, is there because of gain. But a son will carry on the family business of the Father. Evangelism is the business of the family. This is where we belong. Our family is the church. and the business of the family, the business of the father, we will get serious with it, run with it wherever we go. We will win souls and bring them to the Lord. We shall bring men and women who bring them down here. Some who are possessed by evil spirits, we shall pray for them, cast away evil spirits, and bring them down to the family. They will add members to the family. I heard my brother was asking how many were born again during this evangelistic week. In other words, he was asking how many added to the family. Carry the business of the family, every one of us. The business of the family is evangelism. This is the business of the father. The father is doing a business, and when sons grow up, they come and keep on the business of the father, they without giving up. And number 3, I strive to become like Christ in character. In Romans 8:29, Philip's Bible, for God chose us to bear the family rightness of his son. Now, Philip says, God chose us to bear the family rightness of his son. Ukiwaona Wahindi hapa, hata mtoto mdogo ana rightness ya baba yake, na katika akili yake afikiri chochote lakini biashara. Sababu hiyo ndio biashara yao. Na Wahindi hawezi kununua vitu yetu, hao wanaleta supermarket yao, au wameleta paka mboga ndani, hapo ndio watanunua. Wanaleta magazine ni yao, The Nation ni yao. Wanaleta shule ni yao naitwa Aga Khan. Wanaleta hospitali ni yao naitwa Aga Khan. Kila kitu ni yao kwa sababu this is a family business. Na wanaenjoy. Lakini sisi kianza biashara, hatununui vitu yetu. Tunanunua vile vyao, tunawaendea vile vyao, lakini hao hawezi kununua vitu vyetu. Hao wanachunga mambo ya familia sana sana. Na sisi wapendwa, Mungu atusaidie tuchunge the business yetu ya familia. The business ya kanisa ni kuleta mioyo kwa Yesu. Hiyo ndio kusudi la kimsingi. Yesu akamtoa mbinguni akaja hapa duniani ili akalete mioyo katika Kristo, na akatusurikiza sisi kama wafanyabiashara wenzake. Biashara ya Wahindi itaporomoka na itaisha, lakini biashara ilianzishwa na Yesu, kampuni kubwa miaka 2000 iliyopita, haitaporomoka, haitaibiwa pesa. Wakenya wanaweza iba pesa yao, hata wabadilishe manoti, bado watu wa Kenya wataiba, wako na mbinu ya kuiba. Lakini ile biashara Yesu alianzisha, hakuna mtu ataiba hiyo pesa. Haleluya! Hiyo pesa ni ya milele. Iko hapo na biashara itaenda from generation to generation. Amen. Hallelujah. Tell your neighbor, I must keep on now to the business. Hallelujah. Then number 5. Use my gifts to helping others. You know, God has specifically called us to serve other people. If you serve me, you are serving God. If you serve your sister, if you serve your brother, you are serving who? God. That's why he gave gifts to men. When Jesus resurrected, the Bible says in Ephesians chapter 4 verse 11. See, chapter 4 verse 11, yes. He gave some to be apostles, some to be prophets, some to be evangelists, some to be pastors, some to be teachers, to equip, to build the church, to encourage and exhort. 3 things that can never lack in any preaching is to build, is to encourage, is to exhort. This is why he gave gifts to us. And he says in Ephesians 2:10, long ages ago, he planned that we should spend these lives in helping others. Spend time in helping somebody every other time. Help somebody to know the Lord as he is or our personal Savior. Help somebody to know, help in counseling. Some people are obsessed by evil spirits. They want to commit suicide. You cannot be surprised, even university students commit suicide, even in this high level of learning. Yet still somebody is possessed by the enemy can commit suicide. Na hiyo ipotelee mbali. Isisikike hapa Kisii University. First Peter chapter 4 verse number 10, New Century Version. Each of you has received a gift to use to serve others. Be good servants of God. God's various giftings of grace. God, brethren, has given us different gifts of grace that we can use. The gifts are given but according to the measure of grace that God has given us. Not to make us feel great. We don't become great apostles or great prophets or mightiest men of God. No, we don't become. The only mightiest man is the Lord Jesus. Any human being with a human body will die. Hallelujah. Any human being can do what? Can die, but Jesus will never die. He is eternally living. That's why he's asking us to think of eternity. Then number 5, I share the good news of salvation with others. Romans chapter 1 verse number 5. The New Living Bible says, and now through Christ all the kindness of God has been poured out upon us understanding sinners. And now he is sending us out around the world to tell all people everywhere the great things God has done for them, so that they too will believe and obey him. Jesus is commissioning every one of us. The Great Commission began right from the Old Testament, and the New Testament is a reality. When Jesus is coming as a reality, he was prophesied in the Old Testament. Isaiah said, a virgin will conceive and give birth to a baby boy. They will call him Jesus. The garment of God shall be upon his shoulders. And this is Jesus. It becomes a reality in the Gospels. You see in Matthew, you see in Mark, you see in John, you see in Luke. This is a reality coming to pass. Jesus is born. And Jesus comes and picks 12 men, and he taught them, and he sent them out, and he told them, go ye to the whole world, preach the gospel to all creation. Those who believe in you will be born again, will be saved. Those who believe not will be cast. Teaching them to observe all these things. You don't preach and leave it like that, brother. You have to teach them to observe these things. In other words, you make disciples. Helping them to make disciples. The truth is that men will spend eternity either in heaven or in hell. I prepare for eternity by helping others to come to heaven with me. So winning is not an option to born again child of God. If you are a born again child of God, so winning is mandatory. It's not an option. It's not what you can do when you want. It is a must that all of us will get involved in the work of soul winning. In Acts chapter 20 verse 24, the Living Bible, but life is worth nothing unless I use it for doing the work assigned me by the Lord Jesus, the work of telling others the good news about God's mighty kindness and love. Paul said, cast be to me if I do not preach the gospel. We have been mandated as a church. A church is the voice that God will use to speak to the world. John Wesley says, if men don't pray, it's like God will never do anything. And the gospel says, if man can never go outside to become a voice of God, nothing will happen. Nobody will be saved. Which means the church must go and tell it, must go cry like John the Baptist, must go and use a method to go to witness and win men and tell them of the plan of God. Because God so planned before the foundations of the world, God had planned for the salvation of men. And he wants to use the church as his voice, as an instrument. You and me are the instruments of God to take the gospel out there. If I cannot use my life to tell others about Christ, Paul says, then I am living a specific, superficial, fake, and service-like as a Christian. Who is going to be in heaven because of you? Those whom you win to the Lord are going to be in heaven because of you. If I had time, I will still talk about why I share the good news of Jesus Christ. I will still talk about Jesus' mission on the heart. I will still talk about sharing the message and our testimonies. This will take us some 2-3 days. But because of time, I want to stop here and say, brethren, we have been mandated as a church to go out and win souls, begin right from Kisii University. I do not know the population of Kisii University, but you brethren, you are aware, you know them. Now, you can do maybe, just like politicians, they campaign. If a politician, one man can come here, can win the whole population of Kisii University. We can use any method. They use posters, they use resources, they use what? They buy salt for women, they do whatsoever. They make photographs, take this photograph to the house. If we can campaign like that, as we campaign for MCAs, for MPs, for presidency, or for governorship, I tell you, Jesus will return. Because it says in Matthew 4:14, and this gospel of the kingdom of God shall be preached to all the nations of the earth as a witness, that the end shall come. How shall they hear if a preacher cannot go to them? How can they believe without hearing the gospel? They must hear the gospel, because faith comes by hearing, and hearing the word of God. It is you, the church, to take the gospel and preach the gospel, to create faith where there is no faith. And when God sees faith, He is pleased with the faith. Without faith, it is impossible to preach the Lord. Praise the name of the Lord.